Yes, you're welcome to module 3 of the business etiquette. We're looking at social etiquette, and I'm super excited because I know someone who is interested in this particular aspect of the module, the course. Is excited and she's right here. All right, so we're looking at how we can provide you with the guidelines that you require to communicate with grace, ease, and respect whenever you're out there. You agree with me that the way you present yourself in the social environment matters, the way you show up in events, networking events, and all of that matters. From the way you sit to the way you sound to the way you talk and interact and shake hands with the people that you meet matter. And that forms a lot of impression about you. The first impression and subsequent impressions that go on. So it's very important. If you do a lot of um, social, events, if you go out a lot, if you meet a lot of people, you need to start behaving yourself in a particular way that helps protect your reputation, your brand, and your person. Okay, so in this course, you're going to learn a lot of things. So stick with me and let's dive into it. Okay. Yes, make sure you have your pen and your paper. So social etiquette is about setting a set of guidelines that help you, the individual, the business professionals, the leaders, the CEOs, the professionals, the executives, present themselves in the best possible light with grace, ease, and respect. Okay, so we're going to look at this shortly. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So, who is excited? Who is excited? I am excited. Did I tell you that I sing before now? Yes, I do. And I still love singing. So when you hear me release a couple of songs album, don't be surprised because I still sing. Okay, so let's dive right into this. So, why is it important for us to learn social etiquette today? Firstly, I've told you there are a set of guidelines that help you behave yourself respectively outside there. So they are designed to help you promote positive communication with those that you interact with, help you minimize misunderstanding and conflict. Because here you're going to meet people that don't really know you at family level or friendship level. So you want to make a good first impression without conflict and misunderstanding. So it also helps you to enhance relationships. You know how to respond to the looks, the handshake, it helps you to form the right relationship and enhance the one you already have. It helps you to demonstrate professionalism. This is very important for you, the professional. It also helps you to demonstrate respect for self and others. It helps you to learn how to conduct yourself and be considerate and kind to the people that you meet. Yes, social etiquette starts with personal grooming and appearance. Social etiquette starts with personal grooming and appearance. And these are the basic rules to adhere to when you are going out there. You have to dress for success. Let your looks invite people, first of all. If you want to be social and if you want to make more friends or you want to make friends with this set of people that you're looking at, then you must dress like one of them. Dress for success, dress right for every occasion that you're going for. Maintain good posture. Now we talk about appearance. Appearance is more than the clothes you're wearing. The way you present yourself, your stance, your posture, all of these matter. So you need to convey and carry yourself with confidence. This is part of your appearance. Keep your hair and nails neat and tidy. Now, this doesn't just speak to the ladies, it also speaks to the men. Everyone needs to be groomed in any way, in every way. So your hair is one of the first thing that people look at. Your hair, your nails, all of these matter in how you come across and how people perceive you. All right. So you look at that and good oral hygiene. I can't emphasize this so much. I can't. The truth is, I have seen a couple of ladies and guys who have mouth odor and they simply blame it on the fact that they have not eaten, they are fasting. And I said, this shouldn't be. You are a professional. You're going to be interacting with people. Don't say because you're fasting, then you look, even Jesus said, anoint yourself. I mean, don't look it and don't make people feel that when you're fasting is the time they should avoid you. So keep your oral hygiene. Make sure you're always fresh whenever you open your mouth to speak with people. Make sure so you can carry gum in your pocket, or it takes some mouth spray, or it takes some water before you can start off a conversation with someone. Now, let us talk about staying active. Some people don't even know that exercise is part of their appearance. If you want to look the part, if you want to look excellent, it also needs to stay fit. You need to exercise more. It helps you to look the part of a professional. If you become overly weight, I mean, if you become overweight, and it will first of all start telling on your psychology because you feel like you're not fit in the professional world and you avoid events that you show up. You want to avoid showing up. Okay, so you need to stay regularly fit with a healthy weight. Now, let us consider the dress to success. Why is it important? The way you dress command respect or disrespect. Always remember that. Someone says the way you dress is the way you are dressed. I can't say it better. So if you want to command respect, dress for it. And if you want to command disrespect, of course, nobody wants to command disrespect. But sometimes when you don't pay attention to this critical area of your life, you're actually beckoning of disrespect. People just ignore you and you don't know why. But I'm telling you why now. Choose the outfit that are appropriate for every setting that you're going to appear in. Now, when we talk about appropriate dressing, let's look at business formal dressing. What does it entail? If you look at the ladies and the guy in the picture, you may call it business formal, where they wear suits and ties for the men and tailored dresses or pantsuit for the women. So you want to dress for that occasion. And the other occasion where we call it business casual, where the men just wear something not too formal, collared shirts and dress pants for men, and dress or skirt or blouse for women. So you have to see how it comes down to ordinary casual. So we also have formal events. Formal events are those events that the guys can just wear a black tie for men and formal dress or gown for women. So it trickles down to semi-formal and then casual events where you dress a bit down. And what we call it casual events, don't now expose your body and think that because it's a casual event, you can now dress inappropriately. Remember, I told you that if you are going to command respect, it's up to you. How you dress commands everything. It can command respect, can command disrespect. So you choose how you want to appear. All right. So when we look at paying attention to your posture, it's part of your appearance. Mind your stance. Don't stand slouchy. Don't look like someone who's lost it all. Don't look like someone who is not confident in herself, who is fidgeting, or who doesn't want to meet people. Because see, the way you appear will tell someone that you are approachable or you don't even want anyone close. That's the truth. So you have to decide if you want people to come closer to you, you have to make it easy. So how you appear matter, your movement, your posture, your gesture, your courage, all of these matter in your appearance and tells people whether you're approachable, whether you're sociable, or whether you are confident in interacting with them. Let's look at keeping your so this is keep your hair and nails neat and tidy. This cannot be overemphasized. And it's not just for the ladies, the guys too. You want to look clean and cut, and you want to look tidy from head to toes. And same applies to the lady. You want to keep your nails clean and trimmed, and you want to avoid biting them or eating them in public. It sends a bad signal. So you want to be always polished in your conduct. All right. So another thing that applies to the lady and as well to the guy is to keep your hair clean, styled appropriately and trimmed regularly for the guy. All right. This is very important for you all the time. Another essential and very important aspect of social polish is maintaining fresh breath. You don't want to, put people off simply because you wanted to say something to them, but the odor or the smell from your mouth wouldn't let them stay around you. So some people just say, I don't know why they're avoiding me because you are too unconscious about your breath. You're too unconscious about your body odor. So you want to always maintain a fresh breath. Take care of yourself. Don't say because you're fasting and that's the reason why you should allow bad breath. Always rinse your mouth if you have to. Always use a mouth spray or a gum, mint gum to clear out any smell, although that is not pleasing. All right. So that you always be approachable. So being approachable is not just about your looks and the confidence and the social qualities that you have. Your breath also tells us if you are sociable or not. Another one is staying active as a professional. This always helps you to exude confidence because you feel in control of your body. But those people who are overweight, who don't feel in control of their body, always feel that they are not socially fit and therefore avoid attending conferences or meeting with people. And if they eventually do, they stick to their chairs. And for some people, they hide under the umbrella that they are introverts or they are not a good conversationalist, or is that or they're not social, or they just want to keep to themselves, they're reserved. But if you dig down within, you can tell what the problem is. So please always stay fit. Number one thing is that it boosts your confidence in yourself. The next one too is for you to look at your networking skill. When you go to an event, you have to go ready to make an impression, a positive one at that. You want to be able to connect with people easily. And you also want to be able to look prepared. You don't want to go into an event and you're being asked to provide your card and you say, oh, I didn't come with one. That signals that you were not prepared to come for the meeting. So what's the whole essence of this networking etiquette? It helps you to demonstrate respect for yourself, for your organization, for the people that you meet. It also helps you demonstrate professionalism, that you know what you're doing as a professional, and also good social skills. You are able to how you present yourself, how you introduce yourself and your organization or what you do, how you interact with all of these people matter a great deal in your networking etiquette. So we're going to look at some basic networking etiquette. And I've mentioned dressing appropriately. The reason is best for your confidence and for your ability to interact with other people. Because if you know that you're not looking your best, you find it difficult to socialize. Remember, if you were in my presentation class, I talked about it. Someone who became overly social because she feels she's looking good. So good appearance can actually make someone into a social butterfly just because you're looking good. So you just feel overly social. You want everyone to see you. So it happens. So make sure you pay attention to your dressing. Another thing that happens for you that is best for your networking is to arrive early. So people don't know the importance of this. And when you tell them that, when I was in the corporate environment, when I was working with in the tech industry, and I talked to my colleague and said there's need for us to, get to the Avaya event early. She says, in our social partners, now we go start the event, there's a reason for that. You need to get early to have the upper hand. You need to get there early to feel among the organizers. You need to get there early to connect with people easily because you saw them coming in. So it is easier. I know the number of friends that I've made simply because I got to the event early. I didn't have to know them before, but because they met me there, I feel senior. You understand? So you arrive there early. It shows that you value the people. That's the most important part of what I'm saying. Also, always look prepared. Always be prepared. Get your card, your pad, your notepad, your notebook ready for documenting anything that is important to you. Also, please be present. You don't want to be in a networking event and you're thinking about something else, or you're disturbed about something, or maybe you're with someone and you are beckoning on somebody else. Before you know it, you lose those two opportunities. So why don't you finish with one person, get the person's detail, conversate with this person, get all that you want to know about this person, build the rapport before leaving the person, instead of just, here and here and here, and you, in your mind, you think you've connected with everyone, and you just haven't done that. Do you see that? So be present with each person you meet and conversate with them. Respect people's personal space in a networking event. Don't be too close to anyone. It doesn't matter if you know the person before now. Always carry yourself with grace, respect, and ease. All right. So give people the space that shows respect for yourself and for them. Very important. Be respectful, kind, and cautious. So you don't want to find yourself exchanging words with a waiter. I've seen this happen when someone feels like they are passing her. They didn't give her the bottle of water, just a bottle of water that you can afford 100 times. You start exchanging words with the people. These are people who don't even know the nitty-gritty of etiquette training. So you won't blame them. So it's very important for you to respect people. It doesn't matter if you are senior to them. It doesn't matter if they are waiters, they're ushers, or anything. Whether they're subordinates, just give everyone the respect they deserve. All right, it's very important. Then let's just look at business introduction. A great business introduction is a center stage for success going forward. If you are a business professional and you love to build businesses, then it starts with how you introduce yourself and the business that you do. It's very important. A very positive impression is an establishment of a foundation for a successful business relationship in the future. So how you introduce yourself matters. How you introduce your company matters. If you don't make a good first impression, you will not be able to scale through to the next stage of the relationship. So plan your business introduction. All right. So let us look at the rules for a successful business introduction. The first is for you to research the audience. Find out those who will be at a networking event. Find out if there are people that you would love to meet. And if there are people that you would love to meet, research about them. Find out more about them. And find out what is interesting to them. Find out what they need. Find out what is of a concern to them. And when you come to that networking event, one of the things that will make them listen to you is the way you introduce yourself that resonates with what matters to them. So you want to speak from the angle of what is interesting to them. All right. But if you don't do that homework, you find out that your introduction may be disjointed. All right. You find out that you are not easily connecting with those people. Even if you try, you just smile. You need to You need to bring value to the relationship, to the fore, the moment you connect with the people. So research is very important for your success. The next one is for you to prepare your introduction. How do you want to introduce yourself, your business, and your services? How do you want them to see you? You need to prepare for this. You need to plan how to say what you want to say. Remember what I taught you in effective presentations. You want to prepare, you want to practice, you want to say it in a way that resonates with the people you want to meet. So, but the highlight is that it should be concise, brief, and interesting. Remember, those are the rules of effective presentation. It has to be interesting, it has to be brief, it has to be concise, and you have to highlight strength, experience, and of course, value when you're speaking. It's very important. So practice all of these. And practice is a real key in business introduction. You know, when I was studying about the Oscars and the people who receive awards there and how they speak so eloquently, I discovered from the interview that was granted, I can't remember her complete name now. She said that the presentation she did there, she has been rehearsing it for many years, over 10 years, because she has been believing to receive an Oscar award. And that night, when she was called, that night she knew it was time. And that night, she gave a speech she has been rehearsing 10 years back. So you see, practice is very important. You must practice your business introduction to be able to resonate with the people that you meet. Remember all the rules of effective presentation. All right, that is excellent. So make stronger impression with your next. Let's look at starting with a greeting. How do you greet? Hello, nice to meet you. Eventually, maybe you've been trying to meet this person. So you say, it's a great pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you. Please tell us how's business. So you start with a greeting, something. Then you talk about a mutual ground, talk about something that resonates with the person, maybe something that makes the person feel like you know them before now. So after that greeting, you just started it's a conversation that connects, a common ground, maybe school, maybe family, or maybe church, or maybe politics, just something that makes it interesting to continue to talk with you. That's common ground. That's fantastic. So you state your name and your affiliation. After saying hello, you want to talk about your name, your organization, what you represent, your services, maybe your product, and how it can be helpful to that organization. You want to highlight your value proposition, describe briefly what you do, how it can help that person, and focus on the benefit it can provide that person. And this emphasis should be based on the research you've done of the person. So you want to speak in terms that resonates with this person, okay? Share relevant information, probably relevant information on the people you've done this with before, or the companies you've served, the awards you've received, and all of that. Anything that's interesting that makes you appear good, and appears interesting to the person you're speaking with. And end with a call to action. Maybe, okay, I will give you a call in the next few days, or maybe I will give you a follow-up email in the next few hours, or maybe thank you for the opportunity. Do sign up with me. My website is this. Okay, something. So give the person a call to action. You may say to the person, okay, I'm expecting your call in the next few days. So maybe I'm expecting. So it's either you're telling the person, okay, I'm going to do this, or you do this. That way, their brain registers what you are about whenever you do a follow-up. And ensure you do the follow-up. Like I talked about the story of a guy in Craig who attended a networking event, and he was excited. He made a lot of friends. He actually talked about the number of cards he was able to give out and receive. But he said they were all promising. But guess what? Weeks later, nobody called Craig. as he presumes that they're going to call him, because the excitement that he brought home the day before was that people are excited about my services, and they said they were going to call him. So, but he made a mistake. He didn't do any follow-up. Because he didn't do the follow-up, he felt deflated. He felt they wouldn't remember him anymore. And of course, he worked so hard trying to remind them where they met, simply because he didn't do a follow-up call or mail immediately. So it is always essential to do a follow-up mail or maybe a call to establish that connection that you had with the person during the business introduction. It's very important, because if you don't do that, people are going to forget you. Not that they intentionally decided to forget you, but because they have 1,001 things they're thinking about. So you are the one that it is important to. So you still do the follow-up. Is that fine? I do hope that you enjoyed everything on this business etiquette. So in case you've not seen the email etiquette or the telephone etiquette, do well. So go for those videos and watch them so that you can be completely armed with all the skills and all the information you require to be a savvy professional. See you soon. In case you want to sign up for any of my courses, I will do well to connect with you. Here are my details. Do well to connect with me, and you'll be glad you did. See you soon. Bye-bye.